on what's going on in women's basketball. And not just in the WNBA, but with Access Unlimited, Unrivaled, and college basketball.
We've got you with analysis, inside stories, and a little bit of tea. You guys have seen a lot of former and current basketball players telling their stories from their point of view, and I just think it's time for the girlies to tap in.
We want to share all of the women's basketball stories that you
Yeah,
won't see anywhere else.
Listen
On
on
your
America's
stream.
#1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and listen now.
Yeah, no, it's not. Okay.
Now back to The Week in Geek with D Squared. Tell your friends. Tell your enemies. Yeah, definitely tell your enemies.
Welcome back in to the Week in Geek, your source for geek and pop culture news that's trending now. I'm your host, D Squared, along with
DJ
and
Gunji.
and Frank.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. We are live at Go 4 Games, Go4GamesNOLA.com, and see what they got going on. They had a Pokemon tournament here earlier today.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was a crush of humanity here at the Go 4 Games hideaway. We're in the library right now.
Yes.
And they put like sound paneling behind us
Yes.
now.
That looks pretty cool.
I know, right?
Yes.
I know.
Well,
So we're-
Straight up pro.
since our chat is now up, Don Cooper says, "Yay! Now I get to heckle Dave."
Yay!
We are
so
now
glad.
live on all of our
Don,
sites.
DonCooperPhoto.com. You're welcome. So
Shameless plug. That's why he sits there and just puts stuff on it so he can say
Yeah.
his name and he can get a shameless plug.
exactly
Yeah.
right. Well, hey, you know what? We're useful for something. All right. So Mortal Kombat. You want to do Mortal
Let's
Kombat?
do it. Let's go
Let's
into
do Mortal Kombat. All right. So this trailer. So since we're not at home, or at the home studios, you won't be able to watch along. But this one's got tons of talking in it, so that works out
Yes.
really well for us.
Talking in a Mortal Kombat trailer.
I know, right? But it's important. It sells me
Want to
on
know
it.
what makes a hero? It's not destiny. It's not something you're born with. It's searching for greatness.
Johnny Cage, you have been chosen for Mortal Kombat.
Then realizing you've had it in you this entire time.
Whoa! I really don't feel comfortable hitting a girl.
Don't worry. The American accent is so weird.
It won't.
Send me back. I want to go back.
Might be
It was just
Wolverine
one
for a
of our
second.
simple.
Same
Our
place
fate
to
would not
start.
be settled by the size of our armies. It would be decided by combat.
I'm not some great warrior. I'm not some champion.
This is a war for the fate of your world. Finish him!
Yeah.
Said the word.
Hit the thing. Well, I think that was Kano.
This belongs to me.
Our only chance is to face this together.
Let's go, baby.
You, Johnny Cage, are a part of this now.
It's showtime. Frank here.
That's the thing.
It's the thing. Oh, you blowing fire.
Would definitely die.
Johnny will definitely die.
I'm very happy about the fact that they still use that song.
Yeah,
I really like that music. You know, it's just that because that is more iconic than the first movie. Is that song?
Well, okay, but sure.
Well, the
Whatever.
crappy special effects are pretty iconic.
Yeah.
So I like the fact that Johnny Cage is a has-been now because he's loading up his own car with his own memorabilia, leaving a convention. That
Yeah.
I've never seen something more true to life than that. If you've ever been to a convention
Yeah.
and you've seen some celebrities loading their own cars, like, yeah, I'm right there with you, pal.
Yeah.
This one,
Today.
this one visually reminds me of the newer games like Mortal Kombat 11 and 1 rather than
Yeah.
like some of the older ones. Because I think with the first movie, they were kind of in the middle. They didn't really know which route to go, rather to kind of nostalgia bait you or go similar to what the games are actually doing. And this one kind of seems like they've kind of figured it out. Like, all right, we need to go with what we're doing good at, which is similar to the game.
So you mentioned something in the break about this trailer that I absolutely loved.
Hmm.
Cole.
Oh yeah, no, there's no Cole from the first movie, the stupid
Oh,
character
yeah.
that they just
Yeah.
invented out of
Right.
nowhere. And again, I think that's they know what they're doing in this one a lot more, which I think that kind of is a theme of video game movies of learning from audience feedback.
Yeah.
I
Sonic.
mean, yeah, I didn't understand that about the first movie. It's like you have 100 different characters to choose from over
Yeah.
the 20 some 30 years that this game has come out. And you decide, let's create a new character.
Yeah, let's create a new character that nobody cares about.
That's
Yeah.
but that's critic bait stuff. That's the kind of thing where they want some legitimacy by creating these new characters. So what you just said is true. It's
Yeah.
nostalgia bait, and that's cool. You want your coin, but if you create these new characters, then it's not nostalgia bait, which is totally
Yeah.
bogus. I mean, the
Yeah.
Exactly.
Ghostbusters reboot was complete nostalgia bait,
Yeah.
even though more than half the cast was new. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, all right, well, it's interesting that you bring up the nostalgia bait and popularity of stuff because it reminds me of that of one of the other things we have in our news articles is the GI Joe reboots. So, that you talk
Mhm.
about they can't get it right with Snake Eyes. I mean, and it's so funny. It was I think it was CBR who put it in there, and I'm trying to find
was
the quote
CBR.
where well no. But hey, you don't even know what I'm about to say. But the whole fact was that Snake Eyes failed because he was a very popular, mysterious figure. It's right there, mysterious figure. The whole time he doesn't have a mask. It's like okay, great, and you
Yeah.
didn't burn his face off. So like wow, you just sucked. I mean, you missed the whole concept of what made Snake Eyes Snake
Yeah, 'cause
Eyes.
it's not the
That you
character.
don't know what's underneath the mask. And whoever they put in a Snake Eyes movie, just make sure that they know they're not getting any FaceTime. I mean,
Yeah.
you've got your boy from The Mandalorian who basically they were like, he's so pretty, we have to show his face eventually. But you know what? I mean, he's The Mandalorian. He wasn't supposed to take his mask off.
No.
I
Yeah.
mean,
Perfect example. We just watched a trailer with Carl Urban. Carl Urban played Dredd it was like
Yeah.
2012 Dredd.
That's
I
what
saw
I was
that.
getting ready to say.
He specifically said, I am not taking off the helmet because he does not take off his helmet.
Never.
Ever.
Yeah.
right.
So it's like he played the entire movie nose down. That's the only thing that
Which that's why that's the good one.
Oh,
Okay.
that movie is fantastic.
That's why that's the one that should get a sequel.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he what year is it again?
I-
2012, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that means how old was I?
You
Six?
five or six,
Yeah.
6, 7, somewhere
Yeah.
around there. Yeah, I watched that with him, and every other word is like the F word.
Yeah.
And I was like halfway through, I'm like, maybe this was a bad choice, but like we're already halfway through, so like, well, might as well just plow through it.
But I'm gonna be raw on this one. They also have a really good director because I think it's Garrett that directed the first the Dread reboot with Carl Urban, and he directed this great, amazing action film where they're fighting away I can't remember the name of it now off the top of my head, and I just knew right there.
Yeah, I can't remember anything, so you're pointing at the wrong. Stop texting. What are you texting me?
He's
Looking for stuff.
Oh, good.
Researching.
Wow, for once, I'm just used to him not paying attention. What? Well,
Pete Kravis was the guy who directed Dredd.
right.
okay, so that's
did
not
before.
helpful. All right,
That's not
so
helpful.
as I
It
was
is.
saying about the reboots of GI Joe, though, while you're studying for that, they've got two people that are in the running for the reboot of GI Joe. So there are apparently like they want to consider redoing the crossover stuff that they tease at the end of Transformers. But you got Max Landis, the American Ultra, uh, and I don't have a whole lot of faith in that guy. But this next guy, Danny McBride.
That sounds
love
familiar.
That
dude.
works.
So
That
Righteous
sounds
Gemstones,
familiar.
but also Eastbound
Righteous
and Down.
Gemstones.
He was let's rub
Chuck-
some Tiger Balm on this this
You've seen
Jungle's
Tropic,
nuts.
yeah, you've seen Tropic Thunder,
yeah,
right?
Tropic Thunder.
He's the
He's the
explosive
explosive
dude.
guy.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
like, oh, Mother Nature just crapped her
Pants.
pantsuit.
Yeah.
He's the one that shows up in the end movie with.
This is the end.
This is the
Oh,
end
he's in
movie.
Yeah,
Geek.
God, I love that movie.
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
Yes.
he
yeah,
was the idiot who ate everything. And you're
yeah.
like,
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, no, he's great.
he's one of those comics where at first I didn't know what I thought about him. I'm like, but like the Tropic Thunder, I'm just like, this guy's just hysterical, you know.
I
Yeah.
was sold on him with Pineapple Express.
I was not.
Oh, dude, you
I,
know
I
that's
think
one of
that
those
I
20
think
films I've never seen.
yeah, I think that's why I wasn't sold on him because I was
So-
just like the pot films are just not my cup
So
of tea.
I
this is
understand
this is
that.
leading me to believe that these are going to lean into comedy. Am I wrong?
I
And more
don't.
satire.
Well,
'Cause-
look, the thing is, they've tried too hard with GI Joe. They made it too hardcore, like like they tried to do like Sigma Six crap with the reboot of GI Joe
Yeah, make it-
cartoons, where Cobra Commander starts, opens up with him murdering Major Blood. You know, I mean, so it's like they're like, this is the new Joe. We're killing people. So it's like, okay, well then it's
But
not GI Joe.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's why they look like they were. London Has Fallen with
Y-
GI Joe names
yeah.
tagged onto all the characters.
Yeah.
That's why it looked like that.
When we played your game, by the
Mhm.
way, the game that you do here, I'd go for
I
games.
go for games. GI Joe, usually on every other Thursday.
So
The GI Joe RPG.
we had
Yeah.
talked we
I'm
had
run- I'm
talked
running that
about
game.
it, and what makes GI Joe it's very tongue in cheek. It's got it rides that line of let's be a little serious, but also let's be campy at the same time. And
Right.
nobody has figured out how to put
And-
that onto the physical.
Well, their
live
problem
action
is they either like, okay, we're going to do it like the comics, or we're going to try to just make it more realistic. But you need to take the GI Joe cartoon and mix in that stupidity,
Yeah.
where it's just like
Yeah.
like we're going to destroy the Eiffel Tower. Like they were sort of on the right track. You want something crazy, but it was just. But then they went weird with all the nanobites things. It's just like, and then the stupid jumping running suits, and then don't put a weigh-ins in it. Just stop.
Yeah.
See,
Don't do that.
Yeah.
The thing that this needs to have to be successful is anything to capture an audience that is below Gen X. Because I will let you know the only GI Joe that I know is the crappy serious one that I've
Yeah.
seen before. And so if I see a new GI Joe movie that's going to come out, I'm probably going to pass because I have no connection to it. So they need to find a way to hook me and my brother into this movie. 'Cause keep in mind, dude, I'm 20.
Yeah.
Like I'm not young. This is not like they needed to appease to like some kids. No, this is a 20 years of people who don't care about GI Joe.
Yeah,
And
right.
that's a whole audience they need.
Well,
you
I
know?
mean, the kind of thing. Looking back at Tron, I mean, Tron just didn't do all that well simply because there was not that people weren't like, oh yeah, great, and so it didn't hit your demo because
Exactly.
nobody
Yeah.
cared about
Same thing with
Tron.
Legacy.
Yeah, right. Oh, I
Same,
mean, like,
same thing with Legacy. It was what, like 17, like 20 something years after the original one?
Exactly.
Exactly.
So nobody cared.
so
I only
so
cared because the soundtrack was pretty awesome. Because I
Oh,
love
that Daft Punk.
That's
that
the
soundtrack.
only way
Yeah.
that franchise is going to get you. And that's what I'm saying. I think this needs something to get my generation. I think the comedy aspect is a good hook. I think if they're going to make it satirical and make it funny, that's something that I can go and see because I'm
Yeah, but
you know,
don't you think at a certain point that's played, so many action films have to have a wisecracking character, or all of them have to be able to, they have to be able to quote you and act like Bruce Willis on the regular in
Yeah.
order for anyone to pay attention, for
exactly.
anyone to walk through the door and pay
well,
money,
I mean, you'd have to have
or stream
somebody.
it.
You'd have to have somebody who plays Roadblock to do the god awful rhyming that he did in the cartoons. They just to
Yeah.
make him a laughable character because they used Dwayne the Rock Johnson and he's like, yeah, I'm Roadblock, I'm big, and it's just like, yeah, whatever, dude.
Yeah, because
Nobody
could be a
cares.
mess.
You
I-
know, but it's stupid enough that you'd be like, oh my god, please make him stop talking. But y- you'd have to do something that is not the same, and
Right.
you've got to handle the source material better, where it's just like, okay, well, all right, so mask off for Snake Eyes, mask off for Cobra Commander. You knew who everybody was. It was so dumb. And
Yeah.
I mean, I think back to issues, and I can tell you, 26, 27, 28 of GI Joe the comics. One of them was called Unmaskings, and it's Cobra Commander, Destro, and Snake Eyes taking off their masks. But dude, people rushed to buy these comics, and you know what they did? Bait and switch. They never took off their masks. They never took off their masks. They put Cobra Commander in like this weird like hippie sunglasses and this mustachio thing, but you never really knew who the hell he was.
Yeah.
That was it. I mean, it was. I don't know, man, but I Danny McBride is the only one that might have a shot, and even
Right.
then, if he doesn't do it right, we're
Nobody's
just
gonna go see
spinning
the
our
Well,
wheels.
then you have to worry about whether you like him. Danny McBride, that's going to go push along the way of Seth Rogen probably is going to have something to do with it as
Yeah.
well.
Well, I mean, he's
Maybe.
doing good right now.
Yeah.
What's he got
He's
coming out?
he's collecting he's
Yeah.
collecting Emmys, so I don't know
He-
what
Yeah.
it's not that
He's
bad for
racking.
him.
What was the latest one we were just talking about that he's working on? And
Oh, he's talking about the new Venom, and keep in mind
Yeah,
he
the
did
new
Ninja
Venom.
Turtles.
Yeah,
He did
he's
Ninja
supposed to be in
Turtles.
it.
And that
And
was
he did Ninja
great.
Turtles. So,
Yeah.
right.
so like
so
that's
These
what
are
I'm saying.
some-
As long as, but some people just don't like his brand.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
Well, yeah. I mean, if he does Sausage Party and mixes
Oh.
it with GI Joe, we're toast. I mean, it's not gonna be good.
Party is genius.
No, it's not, Frank. That was Frank Schiavo,
Once.
CoastCon.
Once.
We'll talk with him next and ask him to, I guess, break down Sausage Party.
There we go. Oh,
Now, we're going to talk about CoastCon and the state of conventions of what's going on because there's a lot of big conventions, but CoastCon can, I guess, wave its junk around and be like, hey, 48 years, suckers.
Yeah.
All right, this is the Week of Geek with D Squared on News Talk 99.5 WRNO.
You get drunk or you get
Serving the
hot.
Louisiana hobby and games community for over 12 years, Gopher Games has prided itself on offering the very best in personalized customer service, unique experience-based events, and premium amenities for our Gopher Academy members, such as after-hours private gaming space, full immersion RPG room, rotating board game library, and coming soon a video game arcade. So join the Gopher community at 4953 West Napoleon Avenue. For more info, go to gophergamesnola.com or the Gopher Discord. Gopher Games, where you got game.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. Beating in rhythm to the world you've created. But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzz driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Get ready to unleash your potential at CrossFit Grigri. Are you tired of ordinary gyms? Say hello to extraordinary results. At CrossFit Grigri, we're not just a gym, we're a family. Join our community of passionate individuals who seek to better themselves, help those around them, and find enjoyment in doing both. Experience personalized training, expert coaching, and a supportive environment that fuels your fitness journey. Learn more at CrossFitGrigri.com or follow us on Instagram and like us on Facebook. CrossFit Grigri, where the potions and the programming and the magic's in the community.
In sitcoms, when someone has a problem, they just blurt it out and move on.
Well, I lost my job and my parakeet is missing. How was your day?
But the real world is different. Managing life's challenges can be overwhelming. So, what do? We get support. The Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council have mental health resources available for you at loveyourmindtoday.org. That's loveyourmindtoday.org. See how much further you can go when you take care of your mental health.
This is Jim.
Hello.
Jim started advertising with iHeartRadio way back in April. And now?
I have customers out the door!
And this is Sarah.
Hi.
She started putting a portion of her marketing dollars in podcasting back in June.
Business is booming. That's why I'm working on a Saturday.
Want to be like Jim and Sarah? It's easy. All you have to do is own or manage a business and reach out to iHeart. Get started today at 844-844-iHeart or iHeartAdvertising.com.
iHeart is America's #1 podcast network. Open the free iHeart app and explore podcasts like this.
Dig below the surface in central Mississippi, and odds are good you'll find a burnt orange color looking back up at you. It's called Yazoo clay, and there's one thing it's known for: wreaking havoc on anything buried in it.
It is the strangest, most destructive soil I've ever dug in before. You never get what you expect.
No. Over the years, Yazoo clay has held and destroyed a lot of Mississippi's secrets. But in 2012, a construction crew uncovered a big one. Graves, thousands of them, on the site of the old state asylum.
They may have thought they only found 1,000. And then once they realized, okay, wait a minute, 2,000, wait a minute, 7,000.
And all this begs the question, just how do you lose track of 7,000 graves? In Mississippi, keeping secrets is as old as the soil itself. So can the truth ever really be uncovered?
The story is much more complicated and nuanced than that.
I'm Larison Campbell, and this is Under Yazoo Clay.
Listen on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart app and listen now.
My name is Optimus Prime, and you are listening to the
Starscream here, and you are listening to The Week in Geek. Call me Lord.
Welcome back, kids, to the Week in Geek, your source for geek and pop culture news that's trending now. I'm your D Squared along with
DJ
and
Scungy.
and
Frank.
yeah, Frank Schiavo of CoastCon is
Agent of
with
the
us.
Bad.
We are live here at Go For Games out here in Metairie, Louisiana. And we just wrapped up our Monster Squad game. And we are going out to Biloxi next weekend for CoastCon. And Scudgy, what are we doing there?
Well, we will be emceeing, hosting the opening ceremonies. We will also be emceeing the costume contest.
The costume contest.
Which you
I feel
and
like I
I
should
will
have asked you this question. You
butcher.
seem ill prepared.
No, we will butcher the names terribly.
No, we won't.
We promise we will try. Dave will probably start a riot. I'm just letting you know ahead of time.
I feel like somebody just posted that somewhere.
Yeah. And
that I'm not allowed to do a has-been hotel panel.
Yeah, and then I will be emceeing the art auction.
The art auction.
Okay.
Frank, do you not recall the riot I started at CoastCon last year?
I'm
Or was
trying,
it, or
I'm
was it
trying
2
to
years
block
ago?
it out of my head.
2
Okay?
years ago.
I'm trying to
I
put it out of
go
my
to
head.
the bathroom.
He goes to the
I
bathroom.
come back, and the kids are literally on top of the tables and chairs trying to get to the stage to get to Dave.
For Has Been Hotel?
Because he said, hey, Has Been Hotel, I watched the first episode. It's basically Frozen, right?
I didn't say that. I said the first song reminded me of Frozen. It sounded a lot like Frozen. I didn't say it's Frozen, but that's what they heard.
Yeah.
And dude, like they lost it. Like a pack of 14-year-old girls wanted my head. And
I mean, they were screeching like banshees, man. I'm
and
serious.
cursing. I mean, like worse than sailors.
It was frightening. So what does Dave do? He takes this
I
opportunity
antagonize them.
to tell them about the little red microphone button on the iHeartRadio. Like, go on this and record it and tell them how terrible I am, and I'll put it on the radio.
Oh, dude, that was
and
a
this
mistake.
brilliant man got everybody in that room
Oh,
to
yeah.
download the iHeartRadio app.
That was genius.
Yes.
No press is bad press.
No, exactly. All right, Scudgy, were you out to read a comment?
Yes,
off of
Don
the thing?
Cooper says he wants to get the photo of Dave for blackmailer archival purposes.
You can't blackmail me. I have no shame. I mean, clearly, I mean, I hide nothing. I texted my son the picture. I'm like, dude,
No.
look at this.
No.
Look at this.
No.
I showed Dean, and he's just like,
I can't believe
no.
it came from you.
Black. No, he needs the photo from MobiCon of the black eye.
The what? I don't even want. You know what? I don't even.
I don't want to know.
I don't want to know
what happens
just
at
happened.
MobiCon stays
Yeah,
at
right.
MobiCon.
Does it ever? That's why the hotel is gone.
Oh God, I don't recall burning a hotel down.
Well, you didn't burn it down. Actually, they rode over it.
Yeah, right. Well, a hurricane did a
that
bunch of
too,
stuff
yeah.
to it. All right, so CoastCon is going down next week. Now, Frank, you've been like part of the convention for what, forever?
Yeah, it seems that way. About 47 years come and go. Yeah.
Jeez, dude. All
I
right,
know.
so for the people who don't know, what is a CoastCon, Frank?
CoastCon is Mississippi's longest running science fiction and fantasy convention.
It is.
Yes.
And so look, it's funny. I think one of my earlier memories of it was probably in the early 80s or late 80s, early 90s. There was a before they had all that other stuff built in that you would enter like right at the here's the Coliseum, and you go right in right there. And there was this
Right by
battle
the
of
ramp.
Hoth. Yeah. And there was a battle of Hoth set up where they had like snow or like cotton all over the ground and freaking AT-AT walkers and little A wings and then snow speeders. It was just like what? And that was kind of like my first introduction into just like the amount of the sheer amount of gaming that goes on at CoastCon.
Yeah, it has the largest board, card, and LARPing game space, and now electronic game space in Southeast.
Wait, you added electronic now?
We have to. Okay,
But
we live in the
yes,
21st century. You
right.
have to have it. Well, they're there, and it was small. Now it's getting bigger, and next year it'll probably be.
Nice. And who runs the board game stuff? It's somebody we know.
Well,
Gee whiz, I can't remember. Who might it be?
You mean the lending library?
the lending library.
Yeah.
Yeah, talk about
That's
that. That would be Steve Huckabee.
Yeah, Steve Huckabee. Yes, Mr.
I
Huckabee.
thought it was handing you a floater and just like.
Oh, I didn't know if you were talking about who was bringing the library or who's actually in charge of gaming
No.
for the convention.
There's a
No.
difference?
Yes.
Yes, there's a
Wow.
lot because there's so much gaming. We have to break it down into different departments and so forth.
For
Yes.
true?
Oh, for
All right, well,
facts.
you
Yes.
explain this because this is news to me. Now I'm genuinely confused as to what the hell we're talking
Well,
about.
Mr. Huckabee, Steve, bless his heart, brings one of the largest game libraries in the South.
Right? I
for
thought he
board
always,
games.
I thought he ran gaming.
No, he
Really?
is he is strictly the guy. He is the librarian of games and gaming, all sorts of games from the past 30 years.
librarian.
Yes, pretty much. John Grigsby runs TTRPG. He runs the whole game room. But
Okay.
his focus is on TTRPGs and some figures, miniatures games.
Okay.
And he has people working with him that do miniatures, and he now is working with a group out of Keesler Air Force Base that runs the electronic gaming portion.
Well, look at that. See, I learned
Yeah,
something new.
see?
I had no
Yeah.
idea. I thought Huckabee was the guy.
Nope.
Nope.
So I need to get with Brigsby about running a game because I want to run a tabletop game on Friday and on Saturday during the day.
You shoot him an email or shoot me one at info@coastcon.org.
Info@coastcon.org.
Yes.
All right, and tell them what I want to do, what I want to run, because I'm going to run a Savage Worlds game on Friday night. You know, I teased about what that is.
Yes.
Basically, it's
I've said it before. I'll say it again. I am jealous of anybody who wants to go up to Dave and play this game because I played it years ago and it was so pleasantly surprising and I loved it so much and I'm just jealous because they get to live that.
that the faces of my son and his friends when I dropped the big reveal during that game.
Oh, yeah.
Like
jeez.
they just like their faces like, wait, what the hell just happened? And I'm just like, that's what you strive for. And then I've been running GI Joe here at Go for Games for a while now, and so I'm going to be running one of those because the Gulf of America has
Yeah.
now been dubbed the Gulf of Cobra. Cobra Commander has basically said, well, you know what? Cobra Island's in the middle of Gulf of Cobra, so it's the Gulf of Cobra.
Wait, they didn't take Cuba as their base of operations?
No. They've got. Remember they
I hear
built.
it's free now.
Remember they created an entire island. There was a whole story arc about how they
Yeah.
manipulated tectonic plates
Right.
and created their own island.
It floated though.
And
It
GI
floated, didn't it?
Joe, huh?
Wasn't it a floating island?
No. They moved the earth.
Okay.
They created land, and they had people standing by in Washington to declare that they are claiming this, and they want like sovereignty for it. And sure enough, the Joes are like beating Cobra. They're on this island, going, "We gotta throw them off before anything else happens." And sure enough, they're like, "Joes, stand down." And it's like, what? It's like the president of the United States, is like, we've just recognized them as a sovereign country. We are not invading Cobra Island. Remove your troops. And then the Joes are like, really? And you see Cobra, it's like, bah, nah. I'm just like, oh my
Wow.
God.
That is deep
Yeah.
deep
Dude,
into the mythos.
that was what that was
He
the comic books
knows
though.
Yeah, that's
Those were the comic books, and those were
everything GI Joe.
and so like it sounds nuts, right? That
Yes.
that they make their own island, but it's also they would back it up with like fake phony science, but also like somewhat we're like, okay, we're actively causing these tectonic plates to
Yeah.
rub, which causes an up thrust of land, and all they need is just a few square feet. So boom.
It's not crazy the mutants did it.
Well, yeah, but they don't have any mutant powers.
Oh,
You
that's true.
know, they had to use science and brain power.
Oh yeah.
You know,
They don't
so
have Jean Grey.
no, and then like when they create Serpentor, now I'm getting way deep. Stop, somebody
Squirrel.
stop me! I swear
Squirrel.
to God. So
Squirrel.
I'm running a
Squirrel.
GI Joe game on the Gulf of Cobra, and
Yeah.
so
Yes.
we'll be right
Mhm.
there at the Gulf Coast Coliseum, and I believe tickets are on sale now for Cold Slither. So get your
Yes.
tickets now
Mm-hmm.
for Cold Slither and CoastCon. Where can
Yes.
people get tickets for CoastCon?
CoastCon, they now have to pay at the door, but the
Ah.
prices are dirt cheap. They're wonderful. It's
right.
$35 on Friday, $50 Saturday, $35 on Sunday.
Is there still a weekend pass?
Yes, $55 for the whole weekend.
Well, that's
that-
cheaper.
Wow.
Yeah,
See?
that makes
Look at
more
that.
sense just to do it that way.
Just do it that way, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, all right. So let's talk about the elephant in the room. The the big box cons.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about one of your first guests, Reinhagen, not Reinhagen,
Mark Reinhagen.
Mark
Reinhagen,
Reinhagen. Yes.
yes.
Wow, I got it right. He is, one of the creators of Vampire and Werewolf, all the
Mm-hmm.
tabletop games, and he's there. Now, not only is he there, he's probably going to run a game. If he doesn't run a game, he'll.
Scheduled to run one in his brand new game, Fang Night,
Oh, nice.
Saturday afternoon. Saturday afternoon.
Hey, look at that. Oh
I
crap! I'm
remember
going
when
up.
I
Going up
remember when we
against him
used
with
to
GI
play.
Joe.
I remember when we used to play Vampire on Saturday nights at Coast Con. They were
I
all
I
epic
don't
games.
remember any of that.
Yeah.
I remember going to some strange place in what used to be Fat City and LARPing that
Oh
event.
God, yeah, there was lots of things like that,
Uh-huh.
but one of the differences with CoastCon is that the guests you get to go and hang out with them. Like it's not like you walk up, hey,
Yeah.
take a picture. Here's $20. Here's a selfie. Yada yada. All right, keep the line moving. All right, here's your photo ops. It's they're there, and they're 9 times out of 10, your guests want to be there,
Mm-hmm.
and they enjoy hanging out and talking with people. And I think that's one of the biggest differences between what CoastCon is and what like a Fan Expo, Wizard World, even GalaxyCon. Like it's so big. It's almost too
Yeah.
big, and it's almost like you're not even a part of it. You're really just there window shopping, and if you ain't got a lot of cash, you're just like, oh look, there's a celebrity I know.
And see,
Yeah.
I don't want to. I don't like ragging on them because I
I'll do
go.
it. It's
I
okay.
I I love the big box shows. I love the super shows because we got a couple of those too. We got
Yeah.
Anime Town and we have Pensacon. They're super shows, but I really like the intimacy of a show like CoastCon.
That, and it feels less crushed, less hurried. You meet more people, I think, at these at places like
Yes.
Coast Con,
Oh, most definitely.
and it just everything does feel a lot more personal. Carl actually has a question. Do you know how much parking is going to be? Are they
It's going to be
charging
$10 a day.
$10 a day?
Which, if you've tried to go to Wizard World here, and oh, no, I said Wizard World. Did I even?
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
fine. Let's
sorry.
say Wizard World so that way we
No,
don't piss off anybody.
we
No,
don't.
no.
Yeah, we don't want to upset the other two.
Yeah, because
The two
I
neighbors.
work for both of them.
Yeah,
Me too.
yeah, it's like
And I get tables from both of them, so I'm not going to knock them.
yeah, it's
But
like 25 or $30 a day
Yeah.
to park in the lots at
no,
the center.
when I went to last year when I went to GalaxyCon, I spent $75 for the weekend to park.
Well, yeah, I mean, like $20-$25
Yeah.
a day, depending. Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
And I thought I was getting off cheap, but I realized that's an autograph.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
right.
an autograph.
Yeah.
I park at the radio station and walk my ass down there because I'm cheap.
I
I probably should do that too.
I
Take public
cheat
transit.
as well. I park in the contractor's parking lot, so I don't have to pay because I have a.
See, there you go. All right, so look, we need to take a break. We ran long, but I want to come back and keep talking about this because there always seems to have been like a place for the big cons, but like I don't know. DJ, help me out here because I mean it's just like.
At a point, it doesn't feel human. It feels too corporate. This
Thank
feels
you.
human.
Yeah.
That is
Simple as
good.
that.
That's a good one. All right, when we come back, we'll continue our conversation with Frank Schiavo of Coast Con, which is going down March 6th, 7th, and 8th in Biloxi at the Gulf Coast Coliseum. At the Superdome, dome.
Get your
dome.
tickets now.
You
You
can
pay
buy
for
the whole thing,
seat,
but
you
you only need the air. This is the Weekend Geek on New Stuff 99.5 WRNO.
Junior Achievement of Greater New Orleans is approaching a major milestone: 1 million students served. For 70 years, we've empowered youth with the skills to succeed in work and life. From financial literacy to career readiness, Junior Achievement is shaping tomorrow's leaders today. Now, with your help, we can reach the next million students. Donate today to build a stronger future for generations to come. Visit jagno.org to learn more.
Gumbo Nation, you did it again. Thank you. 10 plus years on air, Mortgage Gumbo Dadcam has grown because of your trust in me as your local preferred lender with all your home loan needs. My recent recognition as a national top lender is awesome, but being your local lender is what matters to me and why I'm so thankful. I promise to continue to earn your trust in making your needs my priority. Visit mortgagegumbo.com.
Hey, Louisiana, how are you stopping litter?
In Terrebonne Parish, we put our trash in a bag and never out the car window.
In Bienville, we bag it, tie it, and put a lid on it.
We keep litter out of our lakes in Lafayette.
And in Calcasieu Parish, we keep our roads clean by clearing out our truck beds and securing our loads.
We need every person in every parish to stop littering and keep Louisiana beautiful. For more litter prevention tips, visit letlouisianashine.org.
Sponsored by Louisiana Lieutenant Governor's Office and Keep Louisiana Beautiful.
If you've been listening to Winning at Life for a while now, you probably already know that estate planning is more than just a will. You may need a trust. You definitely need both of your powers of attorney. So what's your plan? Hi, I'm Wes Blanchard, an estate planning attorney at offices in Metairie. Listen, don't leave your loved ones in a bind. Call me, and we'll make you a plan or update your existing plan. Find me at wjblanchardlaw.com.
Make WRNO your #1 preset on our free iHeartRadio app, powered by Dudley DeBosier Injury Lawyers. Call 444-4444.
That's 444-4444.
Non-attorney spokesperson, Chad Dudley, New Orleans.
Yeah, this is Sam J. Jones Flashboard, and you are listening to The Week in Geek. Hey, listen, I will hunt you down, and I will find you.
Welcome back in to the Week in Geek, your source for geek and pop culture news that's trending now. And that was a good big box con where we got Sam J. Jones, he is always like that. I don't think it matters what convention he's at. He's just like, hey, I like people.
He's the first one in and he's the last one out.
He's like the Drew Brees of Comic Con.
Yeah.
He's always the first one in.
Yeah, he's like, he walks by all the vendors like, morning, how you doing? How you doing? He's
Dude,
the nicest guy in the world.
Who's your boy from Doctor Who? Who's pretty guy who he sometimes wears a dress.
John
randomly.
Barrowman.
John Barrowman, yes.
Oh my God. So Dean and I were walking around and we're just looking at some of these old retro Star Wars action figures, and here he comes, just kind of sidles up between me and Dean, and he's rooting through the box. I look over him just like, and so like everybody's just kind of like giving him a wide berth, you know. But I mean, it was funny because he's so cool that nobody wants to bother him when he's clearly out looking at stuff, you know. And it's so funny because after he started to walk, I'm like, I love you.
Yeah, he was great. He and Leanne actually.
Weird Al was like that too when he was at Fan Expo. He was coming around the tables. He wanted to see people.
Oh, really?
He just
Don't tell
really
me
just
that.
wanted to see people. He was because they don't. A lot of them are take it as a professional job, and then some of them just really like people and they want to go out and meet you. They know you're paying the salary, and one day they'll be 60 and they don't have a job. They want to know that you help them get to that 60 point.
So yeah, all right. So look, we gotta take the first hour is basically done already. I can't even believe it, man.
No,
The
we'll have a
first
blast.
hour is in the books. I know, right? So, but when we come back, we're going to conversation with Frank Schiavo of CoastCon, going down March 6th, 7th, and 8th in Biloxi. CoastCon.org, O-R-G. If you didn't get a hotel room, well, there's tons of hotel rooms along the coast. It's the Gulf Coast, and there's, you know.
Because the room block is done as of today.
Oh, really?
I think it's today. But yeah, I mean, they could try. Good luck with that.
Yeah, it was hard for me to get one.
I got super lucky. The guy I called, I called before the cutoff, but I was like, did I miss the cutoff? He goes, whatever. I like you guys. I'd have helped you out. I'm like, dude.
He remembers the parties we used to throw.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Well, spring break starts this week in some places, so
I do recall some years where spring break was going down, the CoastCon was going down. Oh God, it was great though.
Dangerous.
Oh my God.
Dangerous.
Yeah, we're just like we're gonna go game, and then like 20 girls in bikinis walk by. We're like, we're gonna go game after we follow them.
We're gonna go game on the beach.
Yes, we're doing that. All right, hour one is in the books. Hour two is coming up. This is the Week in Geek with D Squared on News Talk 99.5 WRNO.
These days, it's getting harder and harder to trust what you're seeing. Who made it? Is it real?
But with iHeart, everything you hear is guaranteed human. That's why 78% of listeners trust their favorite radio host's product recommendations. And if you own or manage a business here or need to drive sales, that trust goes a long way in creating your future customers. Make iHeartMedia a part of your 2026 plan today. Visit iHeartAdvertising.com. Again, that's iHeartAdvertising.com.
Fisher House is a huge part of the recovery for wounded, injured, and ill service members and veterans. They provide a comfortable, safe place for their families. It's not a hotel. These houses are located at military and VA medical centers all over the U.S. and around the world. They have a common kitchen, laundry facilities, a warm dining room, and an inviting living room, too. Help make a difference in the lives of military and veterans' families. Learn how you can help Fisher House today at fisherhouse.org.
News Talk 99.5 WRNO FM, New Orleans, an iHeart radio station. Guaranteed human.
The president speaks out on Iran. Fox News, I'm Jim Osman. Here's what's happening. President Trump issued a video statement on social media about Operation Epic Fury and Iran. He says the strike needed to happen to end an evil regime. The president also paid tribute to Americans who lost their lives.
CENTCOM shared the news that 3 U.S. military service members have been killed in action. As one nation, we grieve for the true American patriots who have made the ultimate sacrifice for our nation.
Meantime, there are celebrations in Iran after the killing of the nation's supreme leader.
The deaths of key Iranian leaders have drawn celebrations in that country and in Iranian immigrant communities here in the U.S. President Trump is calling on the Iranian people to reclaim control of their country, but Senate Democrats and Republicans are debating whether that can be achieved without drawing the U.S. into a deeper conflict with ground troops.
Jonathan Siri reporting there. Meanwhile, lawmakers have questions about the strikes. Key members of the Trump administration are prepping and preparing to brief Congress. Fox's Trey Yingst has more from Tel Aviv.
White House spokesman Dylan Johnson releasing this statement saying Secretary Rubio, Secretary Hegseth, Director Ratcliffe, and Chairman Kaine will brief the full membership of both chambers of Congress on Tuesday, March 3rd. Johnson goes on to say today the Department of War briefed bipartisan staffs of several national security committees in both chambers for over 90 minutes on the military action in Iran. Clearly, the Trump administration looking to keep lawmakers up to speed as this ongoing conflict develops in the Middle East.
America is listening to Fox News.
News Talk 99.5 WRNO comes from the Mortgage Gumbo Studios.
Your locally trusted home loan lender. MortgageGumbo.com.
Serving the Louisiana hobby and games community for over 12 years, Gopher Games has prided itself on offering the very best in personalized customer service, unique experience-based events, and premium amenities for our Gopher Academy members, such as after-hours private gaming space, full immersion RPG room, rotating board game library, and coming soon a video game arcade. So join the Gopher community at 4953 West Napoleon Avenue. For more info, go to gophergamesnola.com or the Gopher Discord. Gopher Games, where you got game.
Hear that? That's the sound of your life. Perfectly imperfect. Beating in rhythm to the world you've created. But every time you drive after drinking, music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzz driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed. A message from NHTSA and the Ad Council.
Get ready to unleash your potential at CrossFit Grigri. Are you tired of ordinary gyms? Say hello to extraordinary results. At CrossFit Grigri, we're not just a gym, we're a family. Join our community of passionate individuals who seek to better themselves, help those around them, and find enjoyment in doing both. Experience personalized training, expert coaching, and a supportive environment that fuels your fitness journey. Learn more at CrossFitGrigri.com or follow us on Instagram and like us on Facebook. CrossFit Grigri, where the potions and the programming and the magic in the community.
In sitcoms, when someone has a problem, they just blurt it out and move on.
Well, I lost my job and my parakeet is missing. How was your day?
But the real world is different. Managing life's challenges can be overwhelming. So, what do? We get support. The Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council have mental health resources available for you at loveyourmindtoday.org. That's loveyourmindtoday.org. See how much further you can go when you take care of your mental health.
Your entire sports feed all in one place with iHeartRadio. From the pursuit of gold to the bracket busting in March.
You think you know what's going to happen, but it never goes as scripted.
From the first pitch in spring training
Ohtani tees off
to the dreams of the NFL draft. You're one tap away. Open the iHeart app and stream your local station. Catch the latest on Fox Sports Radio or dive into the world's biggest sports podcasts. Search sports on iHeartRadio and lock in.
Welcome. My name is Paola Pedrosa, the medium and the host of the Ghost Therapy podcast, where it's not just about connecting with deceased loved ones. It's about learning through them and their new perspective. Listen to the Ghost Therapy podcast on the iHeartRadio app.
This is futile.
Boldly going where no show has gone before. This is the Week in Geek with David D. Squared, your source for geek and pop culture news that's trending now. Heard live on News Talk 99.5 WRNO and the iHeartRadio app. Here's D. Squared.
Greetings, people of Earth. This is the Week in Geek, your source for geek and culture news that's trending now. And we'll put the mic closer to my mouth. I'm your host, D Squared, along with DJ and Scungy and
Frank Schiavo.
Hey, Frank Doodle Doo is in the house. CoastCon is next weekend, so we'll probably gather some interviews there and work some stuff out. We'll see, because I got a feeling we're gonna be pretty tired by the time we wrap up next week, because we got a full load of CoastCon activities we've got to do.
Typically, we are like, burning the candle at both ends that weekend. And
Yeah, but at least this time I don't think I'll be hungover. But I do have a record I got to try to beat, Frank. I mean, what I pissed off a staff member like early Friday night last year. Remember?
Okay.
Yeah. He's like, yeah.
Think so?
So what's the record? I guess I got to piss somebody off by opening ceremonies, right?
Opening
By
ceremony.
6 o'clock.
6
Friday
o'clock.
afternoon,
All right,
by
so
6
that's what I
p.m.
need to do. That's my
Yeah.
new target number.
By 6 p.m.
You're acting
Or
like
7
this is
p.m.
a hard task for you to do.
I didn't even know I did it. I didn't even know I broke a record
See,
last
that's
year.
that's the thing. You are so good at.
I woke up the
making people
text
mad.
going, "Why did you piss him off?" I'm like, "Who?"
You are so good at pissing people off. You do it without even trying.
It's a gift. It's a gift. What can I say? All right, this is the Week in Geek. Frank Schiavo is our guest. CoastCon is next weekend, and Scungy and I will be there. But I wanted to talk a little bit about just like the state of conventions. Now, Frank, you were in Morgan City for RetroCon, so we are starting to see more grassroots cons pop up, because what is the con that the dude from Scooby Doo is doing?
Cajun Con.
Cajun Con.
That's
Yes.
Scott Ennis.
Scott Ennis.
Yeah. And so then we also got like Louisiana Comic Con. Now they're a little bit bigger. They're a smaller version of the big box wars. Not like they want to be Fan Expo, they want to be Galaxy Con. They're getting there. I mean, I don't want to throw shade on them. I just don't particularly like them anyway, so I don't really care. So
I like the humbles. I have more of an
But
issue with
they-
the what's his face from Mississippi Comic Con.
I think that's what it was. I'm not
Yeah.
sure if there was a split. There was a
There was
schism.
a split. There used to
and
be one show.
I think it was whoever the guy who wears the hat.
I can't remember his name, but I know.
No, that's Scungy's hat.
Yeah, it's
But I know I remember distinctly that there was a problem with that dude, and he rubbed a lot of people.
All
wrong.
I know is that Brian didn't like him, so therefore, it's just like, what'd you say, boy? Huh? Oh,
If Brian didn't like
if
somebody,
Brian
you
didn't like
know
somebody, so I was just like,
yeah, there was.
my opinion was made for me.
There are people.
I love that.
I don't like shading on other
Oh, okay.
creators and
Well,
vendors,
I do.
but to be fair, there are people out there who believe he has a habit of going into a city and nuking any other existing show.
Correct. I have heard that before too. But all right, we're off topic.
But, yeah,
That's my fault.
different
though.
shows, a lot of different shows.
Well, no, but we're seeing a resurgence of like the smaller shows that are not like the big, like trying to roll in with like A-list celebrities and all these things. Because Scott Innes's thing, like he's the one not even charging the guest to
Base-
be or I forget, what is it that he's doing different?
So he gave out things called golden tickets.
Okay.
Like you got them for vendors. Like when I was at the one that was at the Pontchartrain Center, that small little
yeah,
thing
yeah.
we did at the Pontchartrain.
I think it was like called New Orleans
New
Comic
Orleans
Con.
Comic Con.
I walked up and I'm talking to a vendor and they're like, "Oh, are you going to be, in Gonzales?" I'm like, "Well, here's a ticket and it's a weekend pass."
Yep.
So they had two lines. Basically, when you got in, they had the ones where you had the golden ticket, and when I'm sitting here thinking, how the hell is he making any money at the door? Because I saw everybody walk. It was to the point where you just went on the website and said, "Golden ticket, download it." That was it. You downloaded a free ticket to the weekend.
I'll tell you how he can make money at the door. He makes money at the door because his table fees are either daily at $300 a day, or they're like $400 or $500 for the weekend.
But
I don't know that's a fact. I do not know that's a fact, but that's how you make that
but
coin.
I heard that the celebrities are more interested in going because like there's no minimum or whatever, like whatever the so the a lot of times you go to some of these cons and you'll see some guests that are just somebody pissed in their Cheerios, and it's because they haven't hit their minimum yet or whatever. And so they are gonna nickel and dime you where it's just like, oh, you want a picture? It's $20. Like every now and again you'll get some of these celebrities like, yeah, sure, take a picture.
Scott's had decades in the industry. Okay?
Right,
He himself is a media guest. He's had decades in the industry and he's settled here.
I got to host a panel with him and who
Richard
else?
Horvat and Great Elise.
And it was so Delisle. And it was so funny because he wanted me to play, he wrote the theme song to Baywatch. And he did not read the room on this one. The average age was DJs, like 20s. And so they're like, what the hell is a Baywatch? Like nobody knew what a Baywatch was.
They'll know
And
next
he's
year when
singing
they'll know next year when the Netflix reboot happens.
I will tell you, going to that convention, there were so many celebrities at that convention, the Cajun Con.
Right, right.
I mean, it was ridiculous. I mean, it was so many, you couldn't even fit it on one page. You had so many people.
And I think that's something that I find interesting where it's just like, like smaller conventions, when they try to get that big name guest or whatever, it's just like it can make or break a con. How many cons have we seen come and go that splurge, like Exoticon, like it splurged on these big name people, and then
Neil Gaiman when he was a name,
right? And
before
they
he was a stain,
and they lost their shirts, and then boom, next year is off. So they're always running that razor thin line. And I think that's another issue where we got Anime Conclave. Your girl is doing real good, and everybody's telling her, look, don't overexpand, don't overstep, because everybody likes her, and we want her to succeed.
Lucy Ferry,
Right?
Lucy Ferry
And we're
Science, yes.
trying to give her tips where it's just like, just slow and easy does it. Like Crescent City Con started as the 1 day affordable con, and then it started getting bigger, and then it moved from the Travel
But dude,
Lodge.
that girl is made out of iron. She put on her first con a week after a hurricane here in the city.
Did she really? Is that?
Yes, the first show was at that hotel in Metairie a week after a hurricane.
Jeez and Pete's.
We had no air conditioning in that hotel for 3 days until Sunday afternoon, and she was like a pro. She's not. You think she's some nepo baby because her mother's been putting on shows and her grandmother put on shows. Nope, this girl is steel. She's working for CoastCon. Thank you very much. I'm so grateful.
There you go.
Yeah, she's great stuff. We love her.
So my question is like we're seeing this resurgence now. Are we going to see more of that or less of that? Because I mean, there was a time where the small cons didn't even have a window to do anything because
there were cons
they
on
had
the weekend.
Yeah,
It was a barren wasteland.
and we had nothing here for years. There was years we
To
didn't
be
have
fair, it's
diddly.
going to depend upon them.
Okay.
Z and Alpha. I'm going to go back to what he said something earlier tonight, which is true. What they want out of a con right now and what they're getting are 1 day shopping shows. They're
Yes,
they're sort of nerd.
yes.
They're nerd. They're sort
Nerd-centric
of
shopping mall.
They're little
Simple
nerd,
nerd mall.
They're like little nerd. What are the
Dirt
farmers?
malls?
They're nerd
Yeah.
markets. They're like a farmer's market.
Can I add? There's a little detail to that. A lot of the bigger shows, it's nerd markets, it's nerd malls. But the thing is, you've seen the same like Chinese bootleg stuff through
Oh my
every
gosh,
single
yeah.
booth.
There's
And
eight people selling swords.
Exactly.
8 booths.
No, 100 people on 100 people who've decided to spend $200 on a 3D printer.
Yep.
and
Oh
burn
my God!
and
Right?
downloaded
It's
hundreds of free
Yeah.
or bootleg patterns that they are selling
It's
like wildfire.
3D printed crap and the same Chinese bootleg
Yeah.
merchandise over and
Yeah,
over again.
that
We
was
don't
the
want that
one
anymore.
thing that I did give GalaxyCon. GalaxyCon was very picky with
Yeah.
their vendors. It wasn't like
Yeah.
there wasn't like 17 pop vendors. They had like one
Yeah.
pop vendor and one vendor that does this. And
Yeah.
it's like, oh, what are you selling? No, thank you. We've already got that covered.
Yeah.
And so that's the other thing that happens in these smaller cons as well. A lot of times you'll have a vendor that is just you only have one pop vendor or you only have one vendor for this. And I think that it oversaturates the market though when you
Yeah.
have that.
Yeah. Plus, the small ones are now also competing with the library shows because libraries at Jefferson Parish, Orleans Parish,
I didn't
they
even
both
think
put on a
about
con.
that.
They put on a show, and their shows are more event oriented with craftsmen. On there, people like Martha Howard
Yeah.
at Azalea City.
Azalea City
Azalea
Con?
City. It's not even a con anymore. It's Azalea City Creators Con. Creators
Oh,
Con.
I didn't know that.
And it's focused on cosplay and creation stuff, making
Huh.
stuff, makers.
It's kind of like the Maker Fair that we used to have
Yeah,
here.
like Tulane puts on
Yeah.
the Makers Fair.
A Makers Fair. Because libraries are now putting in 3D printers. You know, I don't even need to own a 3D printer. I can just buy. I can just
Yeah.
Jeff Parrish
This
has
has
got
been a
one.
thing. Oh yeah.
Jeff
No,
Parrish has got one.
they've had it forever.
This.
Go
I
get
know,
your-
right? I'm just hearing about
Go
this
get
crap.
your go get your Joe figures. Get your Joe figures done there.
Yeah, but biscuit.
I've been to the I've been to the
Library?
library with you and
Yeah.
seen the printers and be like, I want to make a lightsaber.
You mean
eventually."
like
I never
right
did.
down the street?
Yes.
The one
Yeah,
that's
th-
right
that
down the
yes.
street.
Yes.
I
Yes.
had
Right
no
down the
idea.
street.
I
Yeah,
had no
right in the
idea.
front. I think to the right it used to be.
Oh my God,
You
Dean,
could-
we're
or
going
you
to we're
could-
going to JP Parish.
And you
we're
can
going
rent.
to the Napoleon
They
Ranch.
also Jessica Stein, convention last year's Forgo convention
Yeah.
royalty. She's been working at that. She's the library director over there. She's very happy to support fandom stuff.
Man,
Dude, we gotta
ain't
set up
that
one of
holy guacamole? See, look, you will learn
So
something
Dan
new every
Henry
day.
says more cosplay, less merch crap.
I I
That's
mean,
tough because
Yeah.
right here in the South, it's tough. And I'm this the only time I'm going to say something negative or negative sounding. A lot of the cosplay community is not as supportive as it probably should be to new cosplayers. In particular.
I see that the cosplay community can be a little toxic. It's a very elitist.
It's
some of it.
It's a little unapproachable from my
Yeah.
outsider perspective.
And it's not, and because I met Louisiana cosplayers at CypherCon last year, and they were great. But the people that circle them and want to be somebody, oh, I want to be a guest, or I want to be a cosplayer.
well, yeah, that's the people that are like trying out there hustle and make a name for themselves. They're always the bane of any sort of fan group. You know,
That's true.
So
Yeah.
it does seem like it's like they and I'm not saying all of them. I know some fantastic
Me too.
cosplayers. that
Martha's
are-
a good person.
Martha's
soul.
good. You know, Cynthia and Remy and Becca, all of them. But there's been some of them.
Cinder.
Cinder.
bunches of
There's some of
people.
them. There's some of them I met where they just
John
seem.
Stout is another one.
Oh yeah.
They just seem a little like you said. It's almost gatekeeping.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I think some of them are more concerned about what their social numbers are than as opposed to anything else. You know.
Well, they have images that their images, their content.
Yeah.
And if they're in the business of selling content, they have to think that way.
I made the mistake once of insinuating that they were
Han?
yeah, maybe.
Han.
Well,
At the time, the most popular cosplayer in the world.
Oh, I pissed her off. You know,
Okay.
no big shock there. But I mean, the thing was, it was back when Sci-Fi Channel had
Heroes of
a
Cosplay.
the Heroes of Cosplay
Wait,
thing.
Sci-Fi Channel? What's that?
Yeah, right. The
That wrestling
Siffy-
channel? The
Siffy
wrestling
channel.
channel?
The Siffy channel.
It's nothing but wrestling and repeats of the stupid cartoon show from Fox.
So I went up to her because like she was just trash talking some of the newer girls on the show and some of the newer cosplayers, talking about how dare you whore yourself out and show your breasts. And I'm like, literally every picture of Yaya Han is just her boobs, and it's just like
Well, they're
leaning
covered.
over. You're like I'm just like, you got a lot of. I'm like. So look, can we talk about some of the blowback about your cleavage comments and your cleavage being in all of your photos? She's like, what outlet are you with again? I'm like, News Talk 99.5 WRNO, part of iHeartRadio. She's like, I'm good. And like, she was,
But I'm gonna sound like them. I don't know her because who is she?
well, I mean, she was somebody back then.
She was somebody a decade ago.
But this was at the time. This is at
Right.
the height of her popularity.
Exactly.
Oh yeah,
She was
yeah.
huge
But
at
she
this
should be a
point.
lesson for a lot of cosplayers. that it can turn on you very quickly.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
If there was a time when she had her own line of fabrics.
Yeah, her own line of
through,
fabrics, and she was doing
and
like
patterns.
horns and all these other little
Yes.
things before 3D printing was a thing. So she was
Mhm.
actually kind of making them all by hand.
Dang.
Yeah.
But
she,
where is she now? She's a Trivial Pursuit question.
wow, Frank,
That was
Frank throwing the super
Damn.
shade. I like that.
Wow.
We're gonna take a break on that. That was awesome. I can't even bring that level of shade. Play. Holy wow. That was
I don't know her.
nice. Well done, Frank. That is Frank of GhostCon.
Yeah.
Going down next weekend, 6th, 7th, and 8th. Come on out and see us. Scungy and I will be out there. And we do need to talk about your guest lineup.
Yeah, we need to talk
Yeah, let's talk about that. All right, this is the Weekend Geek with T Squared on Dudes Talk. 99.5 WRNO.
Junior Achievement of Greater New Orleans is approaching a major milestone: 1 million students served. For 70 years, we've empowered youth with the skills to succeed in work and life. From financial literacy to career readiness, Junior Achievement is shaping tomorrow's leaders today. Now, with your help, we can reach the next million students. Donate today to build a stronger future for generations to come. Visit jagno.org to learn more.
Gumbo Nation, you did it again. Thank you. 10 plus years on air, Mortgage Gumbo Dadcam has grown because of your trust in me as your local preferred lender with all your home loan needs. My recent recognition as a national top lender is awesome, but being your local lender is what matters to me and why I'm so thankful. I promise to continue to earn your trust in making your needs my priority. Visit mortgagegumbo.com.
Hey, Louisiana, how are you stopping litter?
In Terrebonne Parish, we put our trash in a bag and never out the car window.
In Bienville, we bag it, tie it, and put a lid on it.
We keep litter out of our lakes in Lafayette.
And in Calcasieu Parish, we keep our roads clean by clearing out our truck beds and securing our loads.
We need every person in every parish to stop littering and keep Louisiana beautiful. For more litter prevention tips, visit letlouisianashine.org.
Sponsored by the Louisiana Lieutenant Governor's Office and Keep Louisiana Beautiful.
If you've been listening to Winning at Life for a while now, you probably already know that estate planning is more than just a will. You may need a trust. You definitely need both of your powers of attorney. So what's your plan? Hi, I'm Wes Blanchard, an estate planning attorney at offices in Metairie. Listen, don't leave your loved ones in a bind. Call me, and we'll make you a plan or update your existing plan. Find me at wjblanchardlaw.com.
Your ability to work is everything. It allows you to provide and take care of your family.
That's why a work injury is always serious.
If you've been hurt on the job, demand Deli DeBosier. James Peltier Jr. New Orleans, LA 2519176.
You know those arguments you have with your friends in the group chat or barbershop about who is the best shooter, best scorer, or who has the best handles of all time? Well, now imagine one of your buddies is an 11-year vet in the NBA who has not only played against the game's best, but has a backstory to validate those debates.
I'm Seth Curry, guard for the Charlotte Hornets. And our new podcast is called GOAT, G-O-T-E, Greatest of Their Era.
I'm Trevon Edwards. Join the discussion with me, Seth, and some special guests.
We will break down who is the greatest of their era in all the categories that you care about, like clutch shooter, lockdown defender, and one-on-one scorer.
Listen to GOAT, G-O-T-E, Greatest of Their Era on the iHeartRadio app.
Hello, this is Ethan Peck, Mr. Spock in Star Trek Discovery, and this is the Week in Geek.
Welcome back in to the Week in Geek, your source for geek and pop culture news that's trending now. I'm your host, D Squared, along with
DJ
and
Scungy.
Frank Scalvo.
There we go. Now, we got that Ethan Peck liner from Dragon Con, which is a huge-ass con, which still has that small con feel. I mean, I've only been once, so I guess
Never been.
I've
been a few times. I really enjoy it.
It was too much for me.
It's in
Like,
like 5
oh
hotels.
my, yeah, it's 5 hotels, and if you're trying to go somewhere, block out 20 minutes of time because like it's like salmon swimming upstream, and like they have like people playing traffic cop. Like everybody, this is a one way only. I mean, it was just like I'm like, oh my god, and it's
I
just
see
so
the
big.
pictures every year, and I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my god.
You
And
better just plan on what you want. He's right. Plan on what you want to do and do that. You're not
yeah,
going to do anything else.
and the
It's like going to
dealer's
say
room.
the SDCC out west.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and the dealer's room was like 2 giant, like, well, it was on 2 floors, like, and then I think there might even been a 3rd floor. I'm like, "What?
Yeah.
There's a 3rd floor?
The art show and the
There's
other
a
thing was the
half
third show.
pints?"
That's half pints? That's actually how I felt when I was in London. Wait a minute, I could get a half pint, not a full pint? Wow.
So, but yeah, all right. So Frank is our guest. CoastCon is happening next week. We need to talk about your guest, but also, who is the fan guest of honor this year?
Miss Paula Fisher.
Nice. The
Mhm.
Fishers. Have the Fishers taken over the Gulf Coast yet? I
No,
mean,
no, it's a shame. No,
I mean,
we wish they would, but they haven't.
they seem to be everywhere.
They
There's a
seem to
Fisher
not want to do
everywhere.
it. I don't know why. I mean,
Yeah.
they should do it. There's so many of them.
There is.
But
There's a lot of them.
So, all right. So that's fun. The fan guest of honor is always fun because it's one of us. You know,
yeah,
and
she's hosting a scooter. She's doing a scooter parade Friday afternoon.
that's
That's
great.
Well, she has mobility issues,
Huh?
Yeah.
so she is going to be scooting around throwing beads at foolish people, and she aggressively throws beads. So,
Hey, watch out. The NOPD might pull her off her float then.
well, luckily since she's a guest, that may not happen. I mean,
So, all right, let's talk about we've talked about the gaming guest of honor,
right,
Mark Ryan.
the legendary Mark Reinhagen,
Yeah.
yes.
And so who else we got?
We have Wesley Chu, who's the author guest of honor. He's
Okay.
mostly known to people who, if y'all are familiar with the Shadowhunter TV series,
Yeah.
well, he wrote a series of books with Cassandra Clare, who writes those books.
Okay.
Plus, he's got his own fantasy abilities, The Way of Magic, I think it's called.
Okay.
Yeah, they're a great series of books. You should give him a shout out.
There
Yeah,
we go.
they're great. Plus, he's done some acting and stunt work of his own, so
Oh,
he's
nice.
probably going to do some of that at the show as well.
Some stunt
Stunt
work?
work?
Yeah.
That schedule is coming out fairly soon, like the next few days. So you're going to
Don't tell Dave that. He'll sit there and purposely like throw stuff at him.
I know, right?
Make him fall.
Yep.
I'm gonna trip you. What?
Yeah.
Clearly, he's not a very good stunt man, y'all.
Maybe take a roll.
All right, who else we got?
You're wrong.
Before I threaten any more guests.
Yeah.
Who else
Please do
did-
not threaten guests. That would suck.
That's probably on my bingo card of things I haven't done. you know.
Yeah.
Is what? Threaten again?
What is it? James Hong? Lopan?
Yes.
Man, I scared the crap out of him.
You scared James Hong.
Oh my God! It was at an Exoticon.
It was Exoticon
yeah,
too.
Yeah. I ran. And I'm like, I love you, and he's just like, oh, like I scared the bejesus out of this poor guy. And in his
Why?
defense, I was wild-eyed and drunk, and I was, I'm just like, I love you, you're James Lopan. He's just like, oh my God, save me from the white man. All right, who else we got, Frank?
We also have Vernon Smith.
Nice.
Yeah, from IDW's IDW Star Trek series.
Oh,
nice.
That's the that is the what is it? It's the comic series?
Yes, the comic series, yes.
That's like so didn't he do like some lower deck stuff as
Yes,
well?
that's the reason why I'm really excited about it, because
that's what I thought.
I hate it. My favorite Trek of the past decade is Lower Decks.
I absolutely love
I
Lower
love that
Decks.
show. That show could have gone another decade. I love that show.
I know it's a lot of fun. So you got Vernon. So who else do you have? Who's your media guest of honor?
Oh God, my media guest of honor. Do you people really like Full Metal Alchemist?
That's an anime, isn't it?
That's one that I've heard
Yeah.
a lot about. Though.
Well, he is our what's his name? I want to say his name correctly. I do not want to missay it. Last guess, blah blah blah. Academy does blah. Vernon Smith, blah blah blah.
You can't. I saw it on the paper too. It's just like I can't read
Yeah, I
because
can't
of my
read
glasses
it.
are oh
So let's
my
just do it the
God.
hard way so I can pronounce it correctly.
Oh yeah, that's author guest and oh my God, I can't even read that. Frank, why did
Because there's so
why did you
many
make
guests
it
on the list.
Yeah.
Why did you make it so small?
Well, because at that point I had eyes like a 20-year-old. I do not now. I'm sorry. It sucks.
No,
to
it's
be
all
me.
right. It's all right. But yeah,
Yeah.
so that's like Dave was saying earlier with all these guests. The great thing is that you can just walk. They're walking around the convention. They're gaming. They're talking. They're having a great time. They're very approachable.
Yeah.
And it's not like you have to wait in a long line to see them or anything like that.
That's one of
You
the
get-
reasons I like it so much. And they'll be available all weekend to anybody.
Yeah.
When they're not doing their panels and so forth.
Yeah, well, they'll have panels and whatnot. So the other panels so what could you talk about while we're doing this? You know any interesting panels that they're going to have this
We're going to have some of the traditional panels like the art auction. We have a great charity auction. Our charity is the Casa of George County of Southeast Mississippi.
What does that do?
Casa is
I got this. I know it. They
Yeah.
they take care of kids that either they don't have a parent or they've been removed from parents' custody.
Yeah.
And they provide like lawyers' fees. They provide caseworkers and do like they're doing the Lord's work for kids
Yeah.
that are displaced, like their parents either have been brought to jail or they were removed from a violent home
Yeah,
or
I
things
hear
like
you.
that. And so they really help out kids, and several years they've been there.
Yeah, it's been a couple of years, right?
Yeah,
We like working with them, and they really like working with us.
oh, dude,
That's
it's so
good.
funny too because like I think it's been the same lady the past 2 years,
Yeah.
and she's just like, "Oh, you were so funny." I'm like,
Yes.
"They're the only person who likes me. Thank
Yes.
you."
Yeah.
Yes.
I found it, Scungy. It's
Oh.
Drew Breedlove.
I'm sorry, what?
Drew Breedlove.
Drew Breedlove?
Yes, from Spy X Spy, One Piece, My Hero Academia, Vinland Saga.
It's my hero macadamia nuts.
I wish it
All
were,
right.
but it's My Hero Academia, yes.
All right. And it's the loopy from One Piece. You know that kid.
Yes.
This is why
Definitely
people
very
don't like you
popular.
at CoastCon.
I cannot say
you
that
mock their anime.
learning from
Yeah, imagine
David's
mocking an
example.
anime. You would never.
Learning from David's
Never
example,
do
I
that.
will not name characters because I will butcher every
That's
one
what
of
I
them.
Well, yeah.
Outside of Oliver Horn and Reign of Seven Spellblades, which it doesn't. Yeah, that's
Dean,
easy
what
enough
are,
for me.
Dean,
to
what are the
pronounce.
new hot animes?
JJK on
You got Demon Slayer, don't you?
Demon Slayer.
That's always hot though.
I think solo leveling.
Solo leveling.
Like,
Yeah,
what
that's
the hell is a solo leveling? But that's a new one.
Demon Slayer or Demon Hunt?
Demon Slayer.
Demon Slayer. Oh, that's the one where Michael Jackson's a bad guy, right?
Something like that.
It's a guy with a white hat who moonwalks.
Yeah,
That's
that I
Moonraker.
know.
That's Moonraker.
That's Moonraker. No.
Yeah, no, but the solo leveling thing that like I'm like, it's in the item shop on Fortnite, and I'm kind of like, what the hell is this? Like, I haven't played Fortnite in so long that apparently I had like 5,000 V-Bucks, and
Oh, yeah.
somehow I'm on. They gave me the crew thing, the
Nice.
Fortnite crew. I'm just like, I don't remember spending any money, but I've been gone for so long.
Yeah.
They were like, "Welcome back." I'm like, "Sweet."
Yeah, I've got
Keeps you
somebody.
hooked.
Somebody this weekend tried to explain the magic of sword art online to me.
Oh gosh.
Oh yeah.
Which completely confused me because I thought, well, isn't this just based off of one of the fantasy RPGs? And no, it's more complicated than that.
All right, so did we get all the guests? Because we got to take.
We
a
got the
break.
majors.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
got the
everybody.
And Dan, that CASA stands for Coin Appointed Special Advocate.
Yes.
Yeah. So, dude, yeah, CASA's really.
I don't
awesome,
have
man.
my wife, who's the charity liaison, here to tell you all about CASA.
So, but that's all right.
They're on the webpage. Check out the webpage.
They are worth your time and worth your donations.
Yeah.
And so, it's Scungy. Don't let the kids down.
I am not doing a charity auction this time.
Well, you're doing the art auction.
Yeah, you're doing an art auction. Make me money.
Make
Frank
money.
Get back out of the corner,
Work
Scungy.
it. I'll give you more alcohol.
Better
I'll give you something to work.
Have a girl. All right, this is the Week in Geek with D Squared on News Talk 99.5 WRNO.
Serving the Louisiana hobby and games community for over 12 years, Gopher Games has prided itself on offering the very best in personalized customer service, unique experience-based events, and premium amenities for our Gopher Academy members, such as after-hours private gaming space, full immersion RPG room, rotating board game library, and coming soon a video game arcade. So join the Gopher community at 4953 West Napoleon Avenue. For more info, go to gophergamesnola.com or the Gopher Discord. Gopher Games, where you got game.
But every time you drive after drinking, the music gets drowned out. Your life sounds pretty great. Don't let a buzz ruin it. Buzz driving is drunk driving. Don't drive buzzed. A message from Nits and the Ad Council.
Get ready to unleash your potential at CrossFit Grigri. Are you tired of ordinary gyms? Say hello to extraordinary results. At CrossFit Grigri, we're not just a gym, we're a family. Join our community of passionate individuals who seek to better themselves, help those around them, and find enjoyment in doing both. Experience personalized training, expert coaching, and a supportive environment that fuels your fitness journey. Learn more at CrossFitGrigri.com or follow us on Instagram and like us on Facebook. CrossFit Grigri, where the potions in the programming and the magic's in the community.
In sitcoms, when someone has a problem, they just blurt it out and move on.
Well, I lost my job and my parakeet is missing. How was your day?
But the real world is different. Managing life's challenges can be overwhelming. So, what do? We get support. The Huntsman Mental Health Institute and the Ad Council have mental health resources available for you at loveyourmindtoday.org. That's loveyourmindtoday.org. See how much further you can go when you take care of your mental health.
Running for office means having something important to say. Radio is the most personal medium out there. Voters hear the real you, exactly the way you want to be heard. No filters, no AI, just your voice, your message. And it's 1/10 the time and cost of video. Don't just campaign. Connect with millions all over the country, even thousands in the smallest communities with radio. Call now and be on the air in just 48 hours. 844-844-iHeart. That's 844-844-iHeart.
Wealth Builders is your one-stop shop for all things financial. Join us every Sunday at 11 a.m. on News Talk 99.5 FM for advice on how to make most of your money and secure your financial future.
iHeart is America's #1 podcast network. Open the free iHeart app and explore podcasts like this.
We all love a good jailbreak. The elaborate schemes, the close calls, the moment when it all goes wrong.
Oh my God, the twists and turns.
And when things finally click into place.
Thank God we lived to tell the tale.
I'm comedians, people like Ed Helms.
I climbed up and was just like,
Diane Guerrero.
And then she goes, "You're on your own. You have to run."
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
I love storytelling and I love you, so I can't wait.
Together, we're going to puzzle our way through the most buck-wild true escape stories of all time.
Like, what should you do? Maybe write a
Welcome back into the Weekend Geek. I'm your host, DJ, along with
Scungy.
Frank Schiavo.
And not Dave.
And no, I'm here. I promise you, I'm here. I'm here. Hopefully this is going over the airwaves. It is.
We're good.
Score, baby. All right.
Stop
So,
messing with the Has-Been Hotel people, and that would not happen.
so I remember I was saying last week about how we should probably go back to the studio because there's always something that happens. This week, the battery died on my laptop, and literally we missed it by a second.
Not even, dude. Not even.
Like a nanosecond.
You
Because
plugged it
DJ
in, and your computer turned off.
Yeah, I was just like, you got to be cracking, man. All right, so
But we're
welcome back in. All right, where did we leave off? I don't even know because
We
I
were
was
talking
frantically doing
You're
stuff.
talking CoastCon.
Yeah,
and
we're
different
wrapping up
things.
some guest discussion and some event stuff,
And
like
event
the
stuff,
charity
like what
auction.
the events are going on.
Okay, so then we're good. We should go back to
Right.
like top nerd news then.
Yeah.
What about God of War shares first look images of
God.
Kratos and
Kratos?
boy. Kratos, sorry, whatever.
Kratos.
Yeah.
Chris Kringle.
So,
and
yeah.
and oh, are you offended by that, Kratos? Are you offended by that?
What, macadamias?
Yeah, are you offended by
Blue
that?
bee? No.
Is your anime senses offended?
No.
Stop being a little bee.
So rude.
It's a ginger. They all stick together.
I know, right? Soulless.
Anyways, we got the first look at the new God of War, I think, TV series, correct? I don't think it's gonna be a movie, but they have
production begins.
Yeah, production begins. We got the first official image.
Is
Nothing
it Prime
leaked
or
yet.
is it
Fallout?
Prime or
let's see.
Amazon Prime.
Is Amazon Prime? Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, and they got a Tomb Raider with Sophie Turner from
Yeah.
Game of Thrones.
Yeah, that looks like fun.
And the costuming looks good. It's just Kratos, it seems, from my perspective at least. You can very obviously see his bald cap, and he kind of looks like Mark Wahlberg.
Funky
I
bunch.
see what you're saying. Yeah.
And then
oh my god!
You would think they spend a little bit of that money they're no longer spending on the seasons that never end. The stupid Brandon Sanderson finished the book for him. Wheel of Time stuff.
Wheel of Time. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Good Lord.
But I mean, high hopes were initially had for this. I mean, the casting seems good.
Picture though, it's one picture.
Well, the internet's gonna internet and complain about it. So
I mean, I kind of had the same problem with this as what I did with, even though I liked Last of Us, I mean that the game God of War was just so well done.
Yeah.
It was so good. The story was good. The voice acting was amazing on everybody's part. It's sometimes you don't need to remake something like that. It's fine in the medium that it is. Now I get it. You want more people to have it because not everybody has that source of media, being PlayStation.
Yes,
but
like me.
Like me.
So I want to watch your stupid Kratom show.
But it's never going to live up to the game. The game was perfect the way that it was. And I had that same feeling with Last of Us. Now, don't get me wrong.
Did you have the same feeling about Fallout?
Yes.
And what were you?
But the difference, but the difference with Fallout is that Fallout is different story.
Yeah.
It is not. This is going to be the story of God of War, which is about Kratos taking his son, boy, because that's his name apparently, to take his mother's ashes. Yeah. To this mountain to spread her ashes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Same thing with The Last of Us. It was the same story.
Same narrative as the game.
Same narrative.
It has a beginning, middle, and an end.
Yes. But where Fallout is Fallout set in the Fallout world. It's a different story in the world. That's what I'm saying.
So you didn't like Last of Us?
I liked it, but I didn't think it was needed.
Oh, see, I don't even. It's two different beasts
God.
for me. The game is completely different from me.
Yeah, you can't separate that.
They're different beasts. They're the same plot.
Do you
but
hate
there's only
Harry
two
Potter
plots.
now because of what's her nuts?
What do you?
He's talking about the turf.
I could separate. We've already had this discussion.
I know.
Before. I can separate the art from the artist.
Okay, so it's the same thing.
No, it's
Can
not.
you separate the media from the medium? Valid question.
It is a valid question, and yes, I can, but I still say that it is not necessarily needed because I think that the first one was fine the way it was.
So you're not going to watch the Dragon Age show when it pops up on Netflix in the next 2
I
days?
never actually played the Dragon Age.
He's gonna watch the Kingdom Hearts one when it comes out.
Oh, okay.
You want to talk about going to screw something up?
Yeah, for real.
And by the way, Kingdom Hearts is the kind of game that you need to watch an hour and a half synopsis just to know what the hell is going on in that game.
Well, right.
thought
So
it was
that's
just
that's
Disney characters acting like game
built in
characters.
extra seasons, man.
No, it is like my head hurts by trying to figure out what the hell's going on in that game.
They had keys to doors and stuff that
Yes.
turned into swords, right?
Keyblades,
Yeah,
what they called them.
Key
No,
swords.
no, no.
100 bad guys with key
No.
swords.
No, no. I'm good. No, I can miss it. I'm good.
Okay. Well, all right. I'm just putting it out there. All right,
No,
so,
I get it. I get
so
it.
Scungy doesn't want anything new. He just wants the same old rehashed crap from Hollywood.
No,
Understood.
I would love something. I would love God of War, but a new story.
Opinion received.
Okay,
Yeah.
so even if you choose the writer who did it originally to try to do a legacy reboot, and it turns out to be a complete turd, and I'm not going to name Scream 7 because it opened this weekend.
Wow.
Even
Great
though
segue.
We'll get to
Great
that.
segue,
even
Frank.
though Kevin Williamson wrote it, he's responsible for it. He might even be a producer, I think. Even though he's responsible for this. Yeah, I hear what you. If you've got nothing, I see what you're saying is if you've got nothing, why are you doing it? If all you're going to do is give me a repeat, then
Well, I've never played the game, and I've never watched it on YouTube, so it'd be new to me.
Well, there it is for you, but they're losing that part of the audience that already played the game.
That
and
already
like, this
paid
is
money.
Just, exactly.
So that's fine. Screw those guys. They paid money. They already got their money.
See, there's two sides of it. That's what I'm saying.
You're losing the people that are going to go online and trash it for days.
Oh
it's
my
not their
God, you're right.
story,
Because
aka
Spongy would be
Starfleet
like,
Academy.
oh my
Yeah.
God, he looks so extra.
I never do that. I
know you have a burner phone and a burner account somewhere.
Do not. I have
I
never
know
been one
you
of
do.
those keyboard warriors that sits there and goes like, blah, blah, blah. No, I won't bash it. All right, I'll watch it. I'm still gonna watch it.
Oh, so you're still going to watch the trash, and,
So
and,
you're
and
not,
then you're going
you're
to
not the
condescend to
Scungy-
us people.
You're not the Scungy that complain bitterly about the only difference between Star Trek aliens is the number of bumps they have on their head with their headpiece, right?
Got you good. Send in the cheerleaders, yeah. All right, when we come back, Frank already teased it. We're going to talk about the numbers for Scream 7. The box office numbers are in, and you might find them surprising. This is the Weekend Geek with D Squared. Frank will not be surprised
I will not be
on
surprised.
News Talk 99.5 WRNO.
Junior Achievement of Greater New Orleans is approaching a major milestone. 1 million students served. For 70 years, we've empowered youth with the skills to succeed in work and life. From financial literacy to career readiness, Junior Achievement is shaping tomorrow's leaders today. Now, with your help, we can reach the next million students. Donate today to build a stronger future for generations to come. Visit jagno.org to learn more.
Gumbo Nation, you did it again. Thank you. 10 plus years on air, Mortgage Gumbo Dadcam has grown because of your trust in me as your local preferred lender with all your home loan needs. My recent recognition as a national top lender is awesome, but being your local lender is what matters to me and why I'm so thankful. I promise to continue to earn your trust in making your needs my priority. Visit MortgageGumbo.com.
Hey, Louisiana, how are you stopping litter?
In Terrebonne Parish, we put our trash in a bag and never out the car window.
In Bienville, we bag it, tie it, and put a lid on it.
We keep litter out of our lakes in Lafayette.
And in Calcasieu Parish, we keep our roads clean by clearing out our truck beds and securing our loads.
We need every person in every parish to stop littering and keep Louisiana beautiful. For more litter prevention tips, visit letlouisianashine.org.
Sponsored by Louisiana Lieutenant Governor's Office and Keep Louisiana Beautiful.
If you've been listening to Winning at Life for a while now, you probably already know that estate planning is more than just a will. You may need a trust. You definitely need both of your powers of attorney. So what's your plan? Hi, I'm Wes Blanchard, an estate planning attorney, offices in Metairie. Listen, don't leave your loved ones in a bind. Call me, and we'll make you a plan or update your existing plan. Find me at wjblanchardlaw.com.
You'll use the radio in your car more than anything else. When buying a new car, make sure the AM/FM is simple, clear, and convenient.
Make WRNO your #1 preset on our free iHeartRadio app, powered by Dudley DeBosier Injury Lawyers. Call 444-4444.
That's 444-4444.
Non-attorney spokesperson, Chad Dudley, New Orleans. Welcome back to the Week in Geek, your source for geek and pop culture news that's trending now. Like them on Facebook at the Week in Geek Radio Show. Here's D Squared.
Welcome back in to the Week in Geek, your source for geek and pop culture news that's trending now. I'm your host, D Squared, along with
DJ
and
Scungy
and
Mr. Frank.
Hey, Fred Schiavo, CoastCon. CoastCon's happening next weekend, 6, 7, 8 in Biloxi, coastcon.org. And you can come by and meet Scungy and call him a
Scungy person.
one-sided fan kind of guy who doesn't like anything new from Hollywood. He wants to
I like
rehash
new
slosh.
stuff.
He wants the
I
slop.
specifically said I want something new from the world.
I don't believe. I didn't hear that. Did you hear that, DJ?
I don't think so.
It'll
No,
happen. If
I-
the show's successful, it'll
didn't hear
happen. You'll
that.
get what
I
you
didn't
want.
I'm going to cut you. All right.
So
Hey, I'm throwing you a bone here.
now
Not you, him.
Oh, well, cut him. I don't care.
all right. We were talking about
Scream 7.
Scream 7.
Yes.
Hey, give us the numbers. What's
So
up?
the numbers right now in the U.S. is currently at 64 million, and globally it is at 97 million, making this the best. I guess what
Scream
the best
franchise?
No
Opening for the Scream.
opening. Yes,
Yes.
thank you.
Opening
That's the word.
weekend.
The
What's the
best
budget?
opening weekend.
Do you have the
I don't have the budget. However, what I was going to compare it to though is the reviews of the movie.
Oh, do they? Is there a very disparate difference in there?
So while this is they made the most money, this is actually the officially worst rated movie in the Scream franchise on Rotten Tomatoes by a significant amount. It is sitting at currently a 33%
Wow.
on Rotten Tomatoes, with the second worst, I think, being at around 60%. So this one is
Dang.
not
Now,
great.
now,
Well, that's
but
the critic score. That's the critic score. The audience score is 78, which is
okay.
fine.
I was about to say because
Yeah.
because honestly, it looked interesting to me. Where I'm just like, all right, well, here's something slight. I mean, it's a derivative thing, but
Yeah.
still, you've got Sydney Sweeney's daughter. Is it Sweeney?
Yeah, I think
Sydney.
so.
Yeah.
And
Prescott.
Sydney Prescott.
Prescott.
I don't know where I got Sydney Sweeney
I thought you
from.
said it's actor.
Oh no, yeah, no, I'm thinking of Sid.
Nev
Sydney.
Campbell's her name.
Yeah, Nev Campbell. But no, but it's her daughter, and I really kind of like. I was like, no, I'm not gonna hurt your daughter until you're here, so you can watch her. I'm like, damn, that is cold. But like, it reeked of the original Scream
Yeah,
in
and
good ways. I reek is probably the bad term
They
for it.
did
But
bring back Stu. That is one of the biggest
Yeah.
parts of the movie is that
Right.
they officially brought back Stu. And I'm
and
not
that's
going to tell.
Matthew Lillard's character,
Yeah,
right?
that's Matthew Lillard's character, and he's been big right now. And I will say I can kind of see why some people might knock off points for it.
Okay.
And I'm not going to say why because I know some of you are going to watch the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'll just leave it at that. Go see how he joins the movie and see what your thoughts are on it.
Well, that's interesting. Yeah, because he was one of the first killers, right?
Yeah,
You
he
know?
was. Yeah,
I'm
the
getting
first one.
kind of woozy here, man.
And you haven't seen him since basically that scene.
That's the
great.
review on
And,
Gizmodo.
Let's see. Yeah, Neve Campbell returns. Yeah.
Oh wow, Scream 7 sucks.
Yeah.
Well, somebody didn't mince their words in that post.
You know, the thing about Scream that just boggles my mind is that the first Scream was made by Wes Craven.
Yeah.
The man who created Freddy
The
Krueger.
first
and
three
everything.
are all Cravens.
Yeah.
He made it as a parody.
Yeah.
It's a
It's a parody and a
movie.
commentary.
You
Yeah.
like scary movies.
Of the genre.
And the
I mean,
second one's a parody of sequels.
And yes, and he basically is one of the men who helped
Governments
who helped create the genre. You know, with him and John Carpenter basically creating the slasher genre.
Right.
Yeah.
And so now it's become a parody of itself. It's the whole spirit of the what's.
So it's just gone full circle.
Yeah.
All right. So
The
super
person I
meta
talked
now?
to yesterday about Scream 7 told me the
you'll
best
see.
way to enjoy
Watch
it
the movie.
is to go in thinking that this is just like a typical meta commentary on very bad slasher films.
Okay.
Because it has a bad slasher film plot, apparently.
Well, look, here's the point. Like they made the movie. They're probably officially going to make money on it, so good for them. I mean,
Get a Scream 8.
Now, now, sidebar. I put this in the notes. I did want to get to it. The Yeti. It's going to be in select theaters and digital on April 10th. Now, do yourself a favor and go check out this trailer because it reeks or smacks of like steampunk, like that pulp era genre stuff. Because it's like they're going to find this Yeti, so it's kind of like a creature feature film, but they're like, we're sending these great adventurers out to find the monster and it's
You've
like
got the demolition expert.
yeah, the demolition expert. Like, and they even use that's Clark Gable at the Brown Derby. And it's just like I'm like, it's so like the trailer alone makes me like this is something weird and different. Like I enjoy when I see a trailer and it's just kind of like, all right, I want to know more. Would you like to know more?
Everything, like the entire trailer is pulp. That's what I'll say. It's
Yes,
pulp.
yes,
It's
yes.
got that kind of feel to it, you know. Even the font of the Yeti is like that 1940s,
Little
you know.
Lord Fauntleroy.
Yeah, the Lord Fauntleroy. You know, it looks a lot of fun, and like, at least the beginning of the trailer looked fun, and then
Yeah.
it seemed to go kind of turn serious.
Well, yeah, but it's supposed to be like a horror film, you know.
I'm
So then
actually-
it goes to the hunters being the hunted.
I thought that was a lot of fun. I'm actually kind of buzzed for that Jane Schoenberg new movie, Teenage Sex and Death at Camp Miramash.
What the bloody
You've
hell?
never seen it? Look at the trailer. It's got Gillian Anderson in it. It's sort of like she's in a horror film. It's a slasher parody
Wow.
too. That's
All
the
right.
same girl that made I Saw the TV Glow.
Oh, yeah, that's
wow.
phenomenal.
Yeah, okay.
Which is a great film, and that's definitely a Gen Alpha, Gen.
Yeah, definitely Gen Z film.
Yeah, Gen Z horror
All right.
classic.
Well,
Go watch it, you
one
like it.
final thing before we wrap up tonight's show. 13 classic Marvel games are heading to modern consoles, and Scungy knows why I'm excited about this. We're finally getting the X-Men arcade game to play. So, like when you got like a Colossus, Nightcrawler,
It was
like
the 6-player cabinet that was in the arcade.
Oh
and, and dude, like that's why I always loved
I've never
Colossus
seen
because
this
like he had this
cabinet.
cool power.
You
and
haven't
just like
seen it? It was in
No,
the
I haven't seen the
90s.
cabinet, and I
like
I
a
worked at an
shockwave
arcade
attack.
in the '90s.
Oh my God! Yeah, I'll
Oh
show
yeah,
you.
the
Okay.
X-Men arcade game is just
It's
nice.
not only that; it's 13 different games on it. So you get like Maximum Carnage, Spider-Man versus arcade, Spider-Man and X-Men versus arcade,
Captain America, the
Captain
Avengers,
America, and the Avengers.
Separation Anxiety, Silver Surfer.
Ooh, Silver Surfer has a good soundtrack.
Yeah.
The
So
Silver Surfer Nintendo game is notoriously one of the hardest games
well,
ever made.
and it's so funny in this article from the Nerdist, they were like, if your children ever make you mad, if they want to use get screen time or something like that, make them try to complete a level. And not only will they have to earn whatever you give them, they'll finally understand what you went through as a child.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
Wow.
They will understand your pain.
It is stupid. If you want to watch something funny, go watch the Angry Video Game Nerd.
Oh yeah,
he did an episode on Silver Surfer, and it's hysterical.
The one thing good out of that game is the soundtrack, and that's pretty much
that's it. That's the only
Oh
thing.
yeah, it's like $30 or something like that. $30 for that.
Oh, the sound?
No, the collection. The collection.
Okay, so next week we'll be out at CoastCon 678 coastcon.org and come out and see us. Come hang out. We'll have a good time. I'm running a bunch of games and we'll be hosting and it'll just be fun. Just do it. What are you waiting for? And next week we'll probably have Garrett Manuel on because CypherCon is coming up in April and Scunzy, I got us our room. $74. $74. I love that Days Inn. It might have drug deals going down to the parking lot, but $74.
We'll be staying in that same hotel.
I'll be staying in the hotel
It's a
with y'all.
steal. All right, till next time. Keep your nerd flag raised high.
The biggest night in podcasting.
The countdown is on to our 2026 iHeart Podcast Awards. Live from South by Southwest, March 16th, we'll honor the very best in podcasting from the past year and celebrate the most innovative talent and creators in the industry.
Audible is a proud sponsor of the Audible Audio Pioneer Award. Explore the best selection of audiobooks, podcasts, and originals all in one easy app. Audible. There's more to imagine when you listen. Sign up for a free trial at audible.com.
We're Caitlin and Tyler Baltera, and we've got a new podcast, Kate and Ty Break It Down.
We've been through it all. Marriage, raising kids, working through trauma, and figuring out who we are in this next phase of life. Marriage isn't always easy, but it's worth it when you put in the work. And then there's just figuring out how to survive being 30-something parents without losing your mind.
So follow, rate, and review Kate and Ty Break It Down wherever you listen to podcasts.
Listen on America's #1 podcast network, iHeart. Open your free iHeart